How the Hawkeye show could be setting up the Young Avengers for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Jeremy Renner app may be dead, but Hawkeye lives on. This week, Variety reported that Bumblebee alum Hailee Steinfeld is in talks to take on the role of Kate Bishop for Disney Plus's Hawkeye series. Well, it's not confirmed just yet. The casting news already has fans excited for what it could mean for the greater context of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Specifically, how this could allude to the formation of the Young Avengers. Now, for those who might not know, Kate Bishop is a protege of Clint Barton's Hawkeye, but she also happens to be a founding member of the Young Avengers, where she also made her first appearance. If you're one of the few who missed out on that 2005 miniseries, don't worry, we've got your too long didn't read on the Young Avengers, and how Marvel could be using Disney Plus to set up even more of the team. Created by Alan Heinberg and Jim Chung, the Young Avengers were a team of heroes inspired by their adult Avenger counterparts. After the storyline Avengers Disassembled, which saw Earth's mightiest heroes take a break from the whole avenging thing following the death of Hawkeye, this group of teens came together to take on the worldly threats left over in the wake of this tragedy. But what does all of this have to do with Disney Plus? Well, of the Phase 4 shows that have been announced, namely Hawkeye, WandaVision, and the Falcon and Bucky show, it appears that Marvel seems to be lining up the debut of the Young Avengers roster. How, you ask? Let's break down the team and the shows. First up, the easy one. Kate Bishop will definitely be appearing in Hawkeye. It seems pretty obvious that this show will be passing the torch from Clint Barton's Hawkeye to Kate Bishop as the bow and arrow wielding hero. And once Kate Bishop is established in Hawkeye, the series, it's not much of a stretch to see her to start laying the groundwork for a new superhero team within that show. But who else could she be recruiting? Well, how about everyone's favorite rebellious teenage version of the villain Kang the Conqueror, Iron Lad? While he is a founding member of the Young Avengers in the comics, we have yet to see Iron Lad in the MCU. Or have we? We're not going to get specific here, but there have been rumors and theories swirling, and even an episode of Explainiac by Nerdist's own Dan Casey about how Harley Keener from Iron Man 3, you know, the kid at Tony Stark's funeral in Endgame that left everyone saying, who dat? Well, could be set up as Iron Lad in the MCU. Obviously, this is all still speculation at this point, so we don't know exactly where if Iron Lad will show up in the MCU or in Disney Plus, but based on how prominent Harley was in the funeral lineup, as well as how Iron Lad is an important member of the Young Avengers team, it's not a far stretch to see how Harley could easily take up the Iron Man mantle with the death of Tony Stark, especially now that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is done with the MCU.
I don't want to go, sir, please.
Womp womp. Next on the Young Avengers roster, Patriot. While the OG Captain America might be retired, the Young Avengers have their own iteration of America's hero, Eli Bradley, aka Patriot, the grandson of Isaiah Bradley, a black soldier who had been tested on by the US government in an attempt to recreate Captain America's super soldier serum back in 1942. We know Captain America's corner of the MCU will be continuing on with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, aka the Falcon and Bucky show on Disney Plus. So we could see Patriot pop up here, trying to carry the mantle of Captain America. Again, it's all still up in the air at this point, but it would be the perfect place to set him and his family's legacy up. But from the super soldier serum to innate superpowers, there's a chance we could see Wiccan set up on Disney Plus as well. Wiccan, who also goes by Billy Kaplan, gained his powers from his magical mom of sorts, Scarlet Witch. So where could we see Wiccan on Disney Plus? Well, in the Scarlet Witch Vision series, WandaVision, of course. Based on the very weird teaser we've seen, WandaVision is going to get pretty loopy and is leaning into the whole nuclear family dynamic, which means the show could also debut his twin brother, Speed. Speed, who goes by Tommy Shepard by day, has, you guessed it, super speed. He joins the Young Avengers a bit later on, and his, along with Wiccan's origins, are complicated, to say the least, as it is revealed that the two are basically the genetic reincarnations of the twin sons lost by Scarlet Witch and the android Vision after she created them through magic. Because comics. As we mentioned before, WandaVision is already setting itself up to be a little bit crazy, so we'll have to wait and see if they explore the storyline further. The next Young Avenger we can see is the Hulkling. And no, he is not the Hulk's son. In the comics, Hulkling is a shape-shifting teen who usually takes on the shape and size of a young blonde Hulk, and is the son of the Kree hero Captain Marvel and the Skrull Princess Annelle in a space Romeo and Juliet situation. Why the Hulk, though? Of all the forms that he could take.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Okay.
What was it?
Blonde Hulk, sure. Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige could have already planted the seed for Hulkling in the small throwaway line by Nick Fury, or more correctly, Talos as Nick Fury in Spider-Man Far From Home. Rest in peace. When he mentioned Kree sleeper cells. A possible Kree sleeper, you say? Maybe that Kree sleeper found love in a shape-shifting Skrull, and Teddy, aka Hulkling, was born. It's thin. But hey, if they can make Wiccan and Speed's origin work, then this should be a walk in the park. And finally, Stature, who is basically pretty much already set up in the MCU. Stature, aka Cassie Lang, is the growing/shrinking daughter of Scott Lang's Ant-Man. We already have seen Cassie as a young girl in the 2 Ant-Man flicks, but last we saw her, she had aged up 5 years in Avengers Endgame, putting her close to her age as a young Avenger in the comics. So she's already waiting in the wings to join the Young Avengers. Whew, that was a lot. Now we have to keep in mind that this is all serious speculation for now. We don't know if this is what Marvel has planned or if they could be saving the Young Avengers for a theatrical outing instead in Phase 5 or beyond. But if they do end up on Disney+, this is how we think those seeds could be planted at this point. Rumors have been swirling about how all of these pieces could come together, but we'll just have to wait and see how each of the first Disney+ shows play out when they begin to launch. Can't wait. But what do you folks think? Would you be down for a Young Avengers series on Disney+? Who's your favorite Young Avenger? Blonde Hulk? I mean, come on. Do you think we could even see a young Loki pop up in the Loki show? I want that.
Surprise!
All right, let's discuss. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, why not give us a like and subscribe? If you want to get notified every time we go live with the show or drop a new video, feel free to mash that little bell so you can be up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world.